First on KGW News at 5, a major MAX project now underway. That means no train service on parts of Portland's east side, but it will also impact most of the MAX system. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nina Melhoff. Shuttle buses will be replacing those trains, and that'll last for the next 3 weeks while crews work on track upgrades along the I-84 corridor. Bryant Clerkley spoke with riders about the disruptions.
All train service will be suspended between Northeast 7th Avenue and the Gateway Transit Center until May 6th. Shuttle buses will be running on loop in between those stops. I spoke with several TriMet users today who were confused by these changes, but everyone was able to make it to their destination. Crews have already started the track upgrades and maintenance along the MAX rail line stretching the Interstate 84 corridor. Shuttle buses will be running in between the stations at Lloyd Center, Hollywood, Northeast 60th Avenue, and 82nd Avenue. Danny Orzalak rides the MAX every day and was a bit confused this morning.
Which bus do I hop on, man? I see a bunch of numbers. He says, just hop on a shuttle bus, They'll shuttle you right to where you're supposed to go. Well, yeah, I see different numbers on everyone,
The yellow and orange lines will run on their normal schedules, and the West Side Blue line will run on its normal schedule from Hillsborough to Northeast 7th Avenue. But for the suspended lines, riders will need extra time. Plan to leave 30 minutes early.
So we'll have extra staff out at the closed stations, helping people make their connections and get to where they need to go.
It's not what you want to deal with, but it's what you have to deal with. They're just trying to make things better, So we all got to work together.
Shuttle buses will be running every 5 to 7 minutes between the stops. In Portland, I'm Bryant Clerkley, KGW News.
And we'll let you know how Monday morning's commute goes on Sunrise. Well, we loved that sunshine we saw Friday. Saturday was pretty springy. And taking a live look now over downtown Portland, boy, it is 50-50. Joe Ranieri in the Weather Center. I couldn't see a more divided line than it is out there right now, right?
It kind of looks like that. And yeah, for your morning commute, it's going to be mainly dry. Heading home tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a little bit different with some downpours, some sunshine, some hail, maybe some lightning strikes as well. And oh yeah, Nina, there's a good chance we'd be seeing the snow levels drop late tomorrow night and into Tuesday. Our winter spring isn't quite over yet. I should say winter spring. It's what it's felt like here over the last several weeks and the last couple of months. We are picking up some scattered showers heading out along the Oregon-Idaho border near Milton-Freewater. Heavy downpours with some severe thunderstorms rolling through. And that's what we're picking up here the next couple of hours. And we'll continue to see the threat of thunderstorms over the next couple of afternoons or so, starting tomorrow, Tuesday, into Wednesday as well. But these are the next couple of systems that'll be moving through heading into tomorrow. Highs today, we topped out in the mid-50s, and yeah, we're still on the cooler side for where we should be. We should be on average right around the low 60s. We haven't touched that this afternoon, although we did see 2 days, Friday and yesterday, with temperatures right around the low 60s. Heading into tomorrow, like I said, we'll see some dry conditions starting things off, but late morning, early part of the afternoon is when things get really wet. Coming up in my detailed forecast, I'll let you know just how much rain is in the forecast and let you know if there's any chance of sunny and warmer conditions.
All right, Joe, thank you. Now to Portland's gun violence, and a woman is dead following a shooting late last night near Reed College. Police say she was found dead in a parking lot at the Wimbledon Square and Gardens apartments. It's on Southeast 28th and Colt Drive, north of the college campus. Police say the shooter left before officers arrived, and they haven't released any information about what led up to the shooting. No one has been arrested yet. Neighbors tell us she was a mother of 2, but no names have been released. Anyone with information should contact Portland Police. New information tonight in a shooting from last month in downtown Portland. A man has been arrested and charged for attempted murder in that case. 28-year-old Dwayne Driver is accused in a shooting on Burnside and Southwest 4th from back on March 18th. Portland police say the victim was found in critical condition, but has since been released from the hospital and is now recovering. Witnesses also heard several shots fire between 3rd and 4th Avenues, but no other victims were found. Weeks later, Portland police had enough evidence to arrest Driver at a home on Northeast Alberta. That's where they seized several items, including this gun. He now faces several charges, including assault, unlawful use of a weapon, and attempted murder. In Eastern Oregon, police are looking for the man accused of shooting and killing an officer. This happened last night in the town of Nyssa. Police got a call about someone damaging property and threatening people near a home. They say a reserve officer with Nyssa Police, Joseph Johnson, went to investigate. The suspect tried to drive off, and at one point during the ensuing car chase, that suspect shot at Officer Johnson, killing him. This is a look at the suspect, 36-year-old Rene Castro. You can see he has some pretty identifiable markings on his face, including what appears to be a tattoo over his eyebrow. He's still on the run tonight, and authorities are searching Eastern Oregon and Idaho. Nyssa is right there on the border. Officer Johnson was 43 years old. Well, the man charged in the murders of a mother and her young daughter will be formally arraigned in a Clark County court tomorrow morning. Then Wednesday, 27-year-old Michelle Melendez and 7-year-old daughter Layla Stewart will be laid to rest in Vancouver in a private service. Tim Gordon looks at the lives cut short and the case against their accused killer.
Some crimes fit the strongest descriptions: horrific, despicable. This is one of those crimes, the violent deaths of Michelle Melendez and her young daughter, Layla Stewart. Their bodies discovered on March 22nd, dumped off a road in a remote part of Washougal, Washington. Investigators say both had been shot in the head. And prosecutors say Michelle's ex-boyfriend, 27-year-old Kirkland Warren, is responsible. Warren, in jail and showing no emotion, made a first appearance via video earlier this month, charged with 2 counts of murder. The judge ordered Warren held without bail. After the hearing, domestic violence victims advocate Michelle Bart described how loved ones were doing.
They're still very numb, very angry, and so brokenhearted, like any other family would be in a time like this.
From the family to the larger community, this tragic case has brought many tears. At a vigil at Vancouver's Esther Short Park the weekend after Michelle and Layla's bodies were found, hundreds came out to remember and honor them, including Layla's classmates.
We really want to honor the family and make sure they get lots of support for that Layla and her mom is gone.
The vigil was also a call to action to fix a system that many feel failed the mother and daughter. Warren was out on bail from a long-delayed murder trial in Arkansas. And here in Clark County, despite a domestic violence restraining order for allegedly shooting up Michelle's apartment, Warren was not monitored with available GPS tracking.
We have to focus on the here and now, and in regards to Michelle and Layla, we're going to get justice.
Now on Monday, Warren will appear in court again for his formal arraignment on aggravated murder charges. And as the wheels of justice turn, on Wednesday, a large but private funeral is scheduled for a mother and daughter. Organizers tell us Michelle and Layla will be buried in the same casket, together, forever. Tim Gordon, KGW News.
Developing tonight, Vancouver police are looking for a missing 17-year-old who they say disappeared under unusual circumstances. They say this morning Delilah Charlson was walking to work at Kitchen Table on Northeast 136th Avenue and 7th Way. She texted her family that she had arrived at about 7:30, but employees say she never showed up. Personal items of hers were found near the restaurant. She's 5'3", 125 pounds, with long curly brown hair and brown eyes with a nose piercing. She also often wears glasses. If you think you saw her on 136th this morning or in that area, please contact Vancouver Police. Well, hundreds of stranded passengers in Washington are now safely back on dry land after their ferry got stuck Saturday. Authorities say the ferry named the Walla Walla was going from Bremerton to Seattle when it ran aground near Bainbridge Island. That means it was stuck on or touching the ground in really shallow water. So the ferry had to be refloated overnight during high tide and pulled by tugs back to Bremerton. About 600 people were on board, stranded for hours yesterday as the Coast Guard and other agencies worked to get them off. Luckily, there were no reports of injuries.
And all of a sudden, the announcer came on and he said, attention, we've lost power to steerage and propulsion. Brace for impact.
We don't really think that's serious. And then they scraped and we were on the ground. Everybody was worried about it sinking, but we were already on the ground.
Yeah, wow, those with cars had to leave them on board overnight. The last car was removed late this morning. As for the cause of the accident, it appears the ferry's generator failed, but the Washington State Ferries Agency will investigate.